Hey y'all, this is Shanti with A Healing Intermission, and I'm gonna see how long I can stay back here. I'm in my backyard right now, and it's like mosquitoes galore, and they're all trying to get me, but they can't all the way get me, and I'll tell you why a little bit later. But the reason why I wanted to come on and do this video is because I think I got the flu, y'all. I think I am recovering from the flu. So I don't know if anybody would remember a video that I put out. I want to say it was like the beginning of the year. And I was talking about the fact that I had gotten through like a whole cold and flu season, really the whole year, and I never got sick, which is huge. You know, over the years, I have been working really diligently on my health. It's just what I do. And I had gotten to the place where I wasn't getting that yearly cold the same way every year. You know, I had gotten it down to like isolated symptoms. And last year, and I think it's really due to the fasting that I've been doing for the last several years. Like I'll fast for a month from winter going into spring, and then for a month from summer going into fall for the change of seasons. And so last year I was really on top of my game. I was very diligent, and I did the month long what was it, the liquid fast, smoothies, juices, and soups in the spring, and then again in the fall, and again no issues. And so this year in the spring I did well. You know, I was consistent with my fast. And then comes the fall, which we've not really fully entered into yet. But typically the way that I will do this fast is I will start a month prior to the equinox, so that, you know, it's a full month long, and I'm fasting a month prior to the change of the season. So technically I was supposed to be starting my fast like maybe around the 22nd or 23rd of August. And I messed around, you know, I was eating foolishness. I'll wait. I got this going on. I don't want to start right now. I'll start on the 1st. And so I think I had actually started like maybe, yeah, I think I did start on the 1st. And then, you know, that's Labor Day weekend, and I had friends in town, and they were like, let's go out to eat. And I'm like, okay. And I accept responsibility because I know that I know how to go out and fast. I've done that before. You know what I'm saying? I'll go and I'll order my soups or a smoothie juice or whatever and be fine, but I didn't do that. I went from fasting to eating foolishness again. And then I went back on my fast for a few days, and then I did it again. Somebody was like, let's go get something to eat. And it was foolishness. And then it was not this last Monday, which was the 17th, but the Monday prior, on the 10th, I started feeling congested in my chest, and I was like, something's trying to come down. And so, you know, I did what I usually do. I'll just kind of like hit it quick and fast so that it doesn't have an opportunity to really take hold of me. But this time things were a little bit different. And even though like I haven't been diagnosed by a medical doctor as having had the flu, I know I did. I feel I did. And what gave it away was, you know, initially I had the chest congestion, and I had the cough and the sore throat. And then I think like 2 days in, I had the chills, and I was achy. And I was like, yep, these are flu symptoms. These are signs. So I've been just hitting it like heavy and hard, which is really what you have to do when you're using holistic methods. because it's not like taking some medication and, take 2 aspirins and you're feeling better in the morning, because it's not a band aid solution. When you're using holistic methods, you're really trying to get to the healing. So you have to hit it from every angle. And that's physically, that's nutritionally, emotionally, spiritually, from every angle. And so some of the things that I've been doing that have been really helpful, and I know they've been helpful because even though I have been dealing with the flu, it hasn't like completely knocked me on my tail. But everything that I could possibly think of to like detox, anything that's gonna like pull toxins out of the body. So when I tell you I've been taking Epsom salt baths, I've been doing castor oil packs, I've been eating garlic cloves, I've been doing yoni steams, I've been doing Reiki, I've been doing oil pulling, which is something I do pretty regularly anyway. I've been doing ear candling, and all of it's really helping. All of it's really beneficial, but like I've been really, really going in, on the self-care and just allowing myself to rest, which I really don't have a choice because of the kind of work that I do, um, you know, doing massage and doula work and things like that. I cannot afford to be sick because, I can potentially make my clients sick, and I can't do that ethically. So I've had no choice but to really, really, really kind of go in and take the time to rest, even when it feels like, okay, I really need to get up and do something. And I've gotten things accomplished at the same time, but that rest has been real key. Like I remember, I think it was like maybe last Saturday, I had started feeling better, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do this and this and this and this, and my body was like, no, you're not. You better get back in this bed. You better move real, real slow, unless you just want to pass out. Mind you, while I've been doing all this stuff, now I'm consistent with my fast. I've had no choice but to be consistent with my fast, and I have modified it this year, or at least this season. So I've added salads, and I've been also doing like raw nuts and cranberries and raisins and stuff like that. But I think like some of my favorite modalities I'm noticing from this process, oil pulling, which is something like I said, I do that pretty much every day. But I'm noticing a different effect because my body is in a detox stage right now. But the last few days, as I've been oil pulling, oh, that's been the best because, like, after I go through it, I have been able to clear so much out of my sinus passages. Because usually when you have a cold or you're stuffed up, it can be hard to actually let that stuff drain out, and you just feel stuffed up the whole time. But when I tell you, oil pulling is like turning on a faucet. If you are having any type of allergies, any type of nasal congestion, any of that stuff going on, like I tell you, for the past few days, it's been amazing. Like as soon as I've like finished oil pulling, just like, and I know this stuff sounds gross, it actually kind of excites me. I like to see stuff come out of my body. I'm just weird like that. But just faucets, you know. Also the bathing, especially bathing in Epsom salt. Oh shoot, these mosquitoes, they really are out here tearing me up. Not as bad as they could be because I've been eating so much garlic, but they are getting me a bit. And that's okay. Because I like being in nature. I like doing these videos in nature, and I'm in my backyard, like I said. So, like, what could be better? I didn't have to leave anywhere or leave to go anywhere to do this video, but I'm gonna get through it. I am. They're just gonna bite the hell out of me for right now, and I'll be all right. So, what else? The bathing, like I was saying, especially like bathing in Epsom salt, because Epsom salt is just straight magnesium sulfate. And magnesium is going to help to relax your muscles. And, you can take milk of magnesia when you're constipated, and that'll help to move things out. So, like the bathing in the magnesia, and then I'll put like baking soda in the bath as well as apple cider vinegar. It's just been like this major pulling of toxins. And I've noticed whenever I do the bathing like that, that'll make my bowels move as well. So, I also, just been drinking a whole lot of water, definitely a lot of teas. I do green tea pretty regularly anyway. And I'm noticing that I'm liking green tea for this moment because it has caffeine in it, and for the days when I did feel like, ooh, I could pass out, that green tea and that caffeine was helpful. Also, red rooibos, which is really minerally dense. That's another tea that I've been taking that's been really, really helpful. But yeah, so, I had to come on and share. I believe in being transparent. Even though I am into wellness and this is my work, I'm not perfect. And I don't profess to be. I don't, it's not necessary for me to be perfect. And I feel like it's more beneficial if I share honestly about the things that I've gone through because then they can help other people, on their journey. Y'all forgive me. You can see I'm very distracted by these mosquitoes, but let's see what else did I want to say about that. I'm actually, not mad at the fact that I was fooling around and then I ended up getting the flu because, like I said, I'm learning some things even in this process of, getting rid of it and detoxing and things like that. So, y'all, I think I've really pretty much taken all that I can of the mosquitoes. I'm going to go in the house now. Yeah, because it's starting to become uncomfortable. But I hope this message is helpful for somebody. Definitely, the experience has been helpful for me, and it's really taught me a huge lesson. Like, stay on your fasting. If I didn't know how beneficial it was before, this is just like a perfect example of why. So, anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful rest of the week, and always stay well.